Hello, welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Robin Finney, your Oracle, Intuitive, and Authenticity Guide. Every Wednesday, I come live to offer you a little negative wisdom by pulling an Oracle message or sharing a story. So today, I have a really exciting offer, announcement, everything. Like, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm also gonna call where I am. I always say it's very powerful in naming it. So I am a little nervous right now. I'm doing something I've never done before. Which for me, for someone who's traveled all over the world, I've been to 20 countries by myself, and I just show up and I trust, and it's like things are going to happen. And yet, for some reason, when it's like, ooh, when I'm sharing something about myself or inviting somebody, like when there's another like person or party involved or people watching, then it's like can take like feel a little like, ooh, okay. So I'm just gonna call that and let you know that's where I'm at right now, and I'm also excited. So okay, I was thinking, I'm like, I have a story to tell you, and I have a card message that I want to share with you. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the message. And I invite you, as you're listening, to, if you're watching live or you're catching the replay, allow yourself to really be present to the words that are being shared and the message as it's being read. And I invite you to really like lean into the message and notice like where in the message you identify yourself, and just really listen from that space. So at the beginning of every month, I will tune in and ask for insights around what it is that I am meant to create or work on for the month ahead, and what intention I am holding. And so I'll pull a card message around that. And at the beginning of this month, and let me tell you, just side note for a second, this has been a really challenging month for me and for a lot of people. At the end of May, it started for me at the end of May, we had the solar eclipse, and that just completely threw me it just threw me. It felt like I had some things happen, and it felt like somebody just like pulled the rug from out from under my feet, and things just felt like they were crumbling. And then Mercury retrograde started, and it just went direct yesterday. So you may notice that communications and technology are starting to move again. I'm definitely feeling it. I'm feeling the shift in that. So all of that to say, at the beginning of the month, I tuned in, and I was told to pull from the Love Your Inner Goddess Oracle. So I pulled the Creatix card, which I pulled her before, and I know that many of you who have done a Girls Night Inward with me or an Oracle reading, a lot of you have received this message as well for yourself. And there was one part in particular that really jumped out to me. So I wrote that message. I have a whiteboard behind me that you can't see, and I write my intention or message that I need to hear for the month on there. And every day I'll look at it and read it. And so I've been doing that. I've been reading this message, this part of this message. I had the card like up on my bulletin board so that I could really just embody it. And every day, no joke, I've been reading this message, and I'm like, okay, great. I hear you. And how am I going to let my inhibitions go and express myself freely? How? I was in such a just spiral this month, and roller coaster. It's like my emotions and all over the place. And so I didn't see it until recently, and I'll share. So the message I'm reading, if you're watching live or tuning in, catching the replay, allow yourself to be present to this message and hear for yourself how it's speaking to you. Your soul is a divine creative fire. She wants to break free from what has been and give life to something new. You may experience this as feelings of restlessness, of being confined, or is craving for something more than that you cannot quite articulate. Your soul doesn't want to push that new life away. She wants you to embrace it. When you let go your inhibitions and freely express yourself, stagnant situations will be cleared out by the powerful release of your energy, which creates openness. Let your inner artist out to play in whatever way feels fun, raw, and honest for you. It's time for you to experience something new. And then it goes on to say that you have the need and the ability for creative self-expression. Whether it's your look, your room, your art, your altar, your journal, or your life, you need to be free to let the inspiration within find a way to shape the world, to take shape in the world. Some ideas will come together beautifully straight away, and some will need to be revised or released completely until you feel satisfied by the expression. Your creativity is most powerful and healing when it is true. It is not about someone else getting it, or reaching some imaginary standard of perfection, or making $1 million. The universe has a beautiful plan for your life. When we honestly and creatively express ourselves, we are playing with the universe and helping that beautiful plan to unfold. Some people won't understand the creative process. The importance of working from inner timing rather than external deadlines, or learning to be comfortable in the mess of possibilities before the inspired idea reveals itself to you. They may question your sanity or tell you that you aren't even living in the real world. You know that the world created from our hearts is more valuable, beautiful, and real than any world created from fear. Creativity is such a gift. It is worth the price of being different and not always being understood. You are an inspiration. Don't hide your creative fire away. Let it burn bright and light up the world. So this is the message, and I really, really invite you to lean into it and ask how you've been like holding yourself back, or maybe holding on to fear or listening to others. But the message that I'd written at the beginning of the month that's on my whiteboard is, when you let go your inhibitions and freely express yourself, stagnant situations will be cleared out by the powerful release of your energy, which creates openness. Let your inner artist out to play in whatever way feels fun, raw, and honest for you. It's time for you to experience something new. So I have that on there. Every day I read the part about letting my inhibitions go and freely express myself so stagnant situations will move out. And I just ask every day, I'm like, how? How can I do this? How? And so when you're in a lower vibration energetically, you're not easily going to see the how. So it's important to shift, like really shift that energy. So Sunday, I'm going to tell you a little story. Sunday, I woke up and I thought, I'm going to dye my hair pink. I'm just going to add some pink to my hair. My hair's been blonde. I kind of go in like 2-year waves, I'm noticing, with between red and blonde and pink in between. And so I've been blonde for a while. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to add some pink to my hair. So I have some pink that my hairstylist had given me last year when the pandemic hit. So I pulled it out, and I just put like a little in while I was like washing my hair in the shower, and I thought, oh, I'll just add some to my conditioner and just see how it turns out. So I did that, and then I knew immediately the moment that my nieces saw me that they would want the same. And sure enough, they came in and they were like, Auntie, your hair, we want pink hair. And so I was like, okay, well, let me talk to Mommy and Daddy. So I talked to their parents, and they were like, that's fine. They're out for school. So I went ahead and I dyed their hair. And this is why I love children. Children are so fully self-expressed. They let their inhibitions go all the time. They have no trouble with that. Owning who they are, their look, everything. And so Mila decided she only wanted to do half of her head pink, or magenta as she calls it, and Stella wanted streaks in her hair. So I did that for both of them, and then they were both just like so excited after, and just like strutting around, and they were like, don't I look so good? And just like really, really into it. And their little brother Maxwell, who's 3, we all go downstairs, and he's like, Auntie, why is your hair pink? Mila, your hair's pink. Stella. And it was just like, it was so cute. And So we were just in that space, really enjoying it. And I did that, fun, took a picture, and I was like, oh, that's funny. I sent my hairstylist a picture and was like, yeah, you'll have to fix this when I see you next month, because I hadn't fully gotten like coverage all around. But anyway, yesterday though, I woke up and I don't know, I haven't been sleeping the past few nights. I've woken up at like 4:30 in the morning, and it's taken me a while to go back to bed. And so I had that again. I've had that 3 nights in a row. And yesterday I woke up and I went back to bed a little bit. And then when I got up, I was like, okay, I got to shift something to be in this space so that I can move and just be in a higher vibration. And so that's what you do. You find something, whether it's moving your body through dance, yoga, going for a walk, getting in nature, whatever you need to do, listen to music to shift. And so I just got a hit that it was like, finish your hair. And so I was like, okay. So I went down, got my gloves and everything, and I got the rest of the pink hair dye that I had left, and I put it all over and was massaging it into my roots and everything. And I was listening to a podcast while I was doing that, and hearing this entrepreneur say, like, share her story about how she had been in business for 18 months and had not really made much of a profit. She was like, I just had a $97 month. And so she kind of gave herself an ultimatum and was like, okay, I'm going to put an offer out there that I've been afraid to put out there. And if it takes, then I'll continue. And if it doesn't, then I'll go to plan B and find something else. Listening to her story just like totally clicked for me. And I was like, oh, wow, I've been in business for 18 months. And yeah, I don't have steady income. And this is very common with entrepreneurs. We, especially in the beginning, we give away our services. We price ourselves low because we think people aren't going to pay what we really want to offer. And it's scary. It's like a totally different world. And it's been one of the most challenging things I've ever done in my life. And I've done a lot of challenging things. Like, I literally sold my belongings, quit my safe, secure, steady paycheck to follow my dream of traveling the world. I've been to 20 countries across 6 continents by myself. I show up to each place without a plan, and I allow the place to show me like where to go, what to do. And I trust. It's like I have a deep level of trust when I'm traveling. And when it comes to business, it's totally different. It's like the moment I put a price tag on me, it's scary. It's confronting. And so I've been on this. So I was listening to this podcast, processing color in my hair, and I was just like really present to that. I thought, oh, wow, okay, yeah, this totally resonates. And then I'm like in the shower and I'm like washing the pink, washing my hair, and it hits me. And I get this message that says, Robin, you don't go all in. And I was like, what? What do you mean I don't go all in? And then example after example after example. And it started with the pink on Sunday when I thought, ooh, I'm going to put some pink in my hair. And I didn't fully commit to putting it all over. And this is where I love, like, when you really do, like, put yourself out there and trust that you are guided by God, Spirit, Source, Universe, whatever you call your higher power. When you just really surrender to that, the messages come. And sometimes it can be something so minute as dyeing your hair. And so that's where it was for me. So I went with the hit to put the rest of the pink in my hair, and it was that noticing, like, wow, you don't go all in. And I started looking back at even my nomadic journey. It's like, I didn't even fully go into living abroad. Part of it, I did design it where I would have a life of freedom and flexibility, where I could be where I wanted, when I wanted. I wanted to be able to be back for my family and be back for events and stuff. But I didn't really, like, I was moving so fast in my travels. I was just like hopping from place to place, and it's like United States to Australia to Thailand to United States to Mexico to United States to like Albania to United States to New Zealand. It's like literally just back and forth, like dipping. It's like dipping my toes. And yes, I was still living and doing a lot of bold things, but for me, it was just the noticing of like, oh wow, you didn't even go all in on your dream. And then I started looking at my business and my offerings, and I have been dabbling, trying on. Yes, that's part of me as a manifesting generator. If you're familiar with human design, manifesting generators, we can be seen sometimes as flighty or flaky because we need to try things on first. It's kind of like you go to a buffet and you want to sample a couple things before you commit to putting it on your plate. And so that's what I've been doing the past year and a half in my business. And I've learned so much. I've like really stepped out of my comfort zone in the past year by even just claiming myself as an oracle and doing these Wisdom Wednesdays live. And I know it's all sourced, as my former coach Darla Ledoux says, and that's her brand. It's like everything is sourced, and so it's all aligned. And so I'm sharing this story to say that there's something in your life where you are not going all in. You are dabbling because there's some things holding you back. There's some fear that, oh, I can't, I'm not ready, it's not the right time, or who am I to do this, or let me go and sign up for this before I actually do the thing that I want. And yes, sometimes it's all a journey and it's all part of it. I've been sitting on my dream for my vision for 2 years now, and granted the pandemic kind of halted some of that because it involves travel. And I've been afraid to launch it. Honestly, it's like I really have been, because it's like it's my dream, and there's something about when it's like the experience of standing on the edge of a cliff, and you're ready to jump. You feel the excitement, and then you look down and you see how high up you are, and fear creeps in, and it's like, I can't jump. I'm gonna fall, and nothing's gonna catch me. And that's what it feels like when you're up against the edge of something that you really, really want. And then it's just like, oh, you hold yourself back. And so I see you. If you are in that space, I totally see you, because I'm right there with you. And the difference is that I'm now seeing is I've been doing all of this so that I can take a stand for you and be there for you in this way, because that is my gift. My whole core for everything, my why, is about creating safe and inspiring spaces so that you can be seen and heard. And the flip side of that is I recognized it's like the contrast or the duality of it is I myself have been afraid to be seen and to be heard. And so I invite you, if you're feeling like you're in this space and this message, like the Creatix or my story, dyeing my hair pink, and you're just noticing you're not going all in, I have an invitation for you. This is something I've never done before. I'm putting it out there. So I don't even have a sales page built, because that's one thing I've noticed as an entrepreneur that blocks us is we think we have to have the perfect website, we have to have the perfect sales page, we have to have the perfect messaging before we can show up. And that is so not true. So I'm even calling myself out on this, because I'm recognizing that with my rebrand. It's like, until I do the work, it's like, oh, yeah, it's going to happen. But no, really, my sister said it. She told me, it's like, she's like, Robin, you need to be like JFK when he said, we're going to put a man on the moon in 10 years. And everybody said, no, we can't do that. And he's like, yeah, we're going to do it and figure it out. And they figured it out. So there we go. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm not going to let not having a sales page stop me. But if you find yourself in this space where you're like, you're dabbling, you haven't gone all in, you're ready, like you're so eager and ready, you want to be seen, but you don't quite know how to be seen, then I invite you to coach with me. And it's gonna be so exciting. So I'm putting it out there. It's a $2,500 offer, and we're going to create it together. We're going to create what that looks like together, because when I show up in a place to travel, I allow the place to tell me how my experience is going to go. And so I want to do the same with you. Yes, I do. I have a plan or a package that I put together, and I want to make it work for you. So I fully believe and trust that there is somebody watching this right now who is ready, and they need someone like me who's been through it, who's used to like standing on the edge again and again and again. We need each other right now. So let's do it. $2,500, and we're going to coach together and create a package that really, really works for you, and it's going to support you, and I'm going to help you break through whatever it is and allow you to be seen in a different way and really own yourself in that light. So tomorrow I'm going to be on Zoom from 2 to 4 p.m. and I'll drop the link in the comments. So if you have any questions whatsoever, or you want to talk through what this could look like and we can explore and play, then I invite you to come on and let's play. So thank you so much for listening, those of you who are on live and those of you who are catching the replay. I appreciate you. And if nothing else, I hope that you got something in this for yourself, and I would love to hear. Please share in the comments. And let your inhibitions go. It's time to move out of the stagnancy and allow yourself to freely express who you are, because the world is ready to see you, because you are unique. You are your own person, and that's what we need in this world. So thank you. This has been Wisdom Wednesday. Again, my name is Robin Finney. And look me up, wanderingant.com, or send me a message and let's get started. Have a beautiful rest of your afternoon. Take care.